noodle around here while we get volumes up. This is a song I wrote to remind myself how important it is to live a simple life in this difficult time that we're participating in here these days. Simple life is the life for me, a man and a wife and a family, and the Lord up above knows I'm trying to live a simple life in a difficult time. I used to sit around fussing at the phone all day, winding up alone, and it made me say, never again will I be that way, never again will I be that way. Because a simple life is a life for me, a man and a wife and a family, and the Lord up above knows I'm trying to live a simple life in a difficult time. Simple life, a difficult time. Well, I head on home when the work gets done, cause the old rat race has never been won. I sit back and watch them run, kick on back and I watch them run. Cause a simple life is a life for me, a man and a wife and a family, and the Lord up above knows I'm trying to live a simple life in a difficult time. Simple life, a difficult time. Simple life, simple life, oh, give me that simple life. Simple life is a life for me, steak and a knife and a glass of tea, and the Lord up above knows I'm trying to live a simple life in a difficult time. Simple life is a life for me, man and a wife and a family, and the Lord up above knows I'm trying to live a simple life in a difficult time. Thank you. Every once in a while I try to write a song because I think I figured something out about life, and I want to document it because the lesson's easier to remember in a song form sometimes than it is in the real lesson itself. And then every once in a while I write a song just because I'm the guy in the Super Walmart at 3:30 in the morning right over there on Avalon. And I'm trying to justify my existence among the other Walmartians over there, you know. And this is such a song. That's what this thing came from. It's called Pop Top Hop. Tried to remember what he said last night. Ouch. Walking around, holding his head, stepped on a beer can beside of the bed. He did the pop top, hip hop, and jump around. Poor mother can't stop now. New dance craze, baby, now it is a pop top. Girl, Darlene, was Majesty, gone off to Walmart on a spending spree. It was household items, was where she snapped all the Walmart all marshals made a circle and clapped. They did a dust mop, hip hop. That man, he can just drop dead. New dance craze, maybe not, but it's a dust mop. Found Darlene, parking lot. They made up right there on the spot and shit. Grabbed his face and kissed Bobby hard. And they got called by the security guard. They did the rent-a-cop, hip-hop. He's got a gun. He says, please don't stop. New dance craze, maybe not, but it's a rent-a-cop. Just not. Trip to Walmart there. It's my nature to try to make something positive out of anything, and as much as I got called good for nothing growing up, I tried to make something good out of that. I said, well, you know, maybe it's just the emphasis of the word. Maybe I am good for nothing. I am good. You know, and I'm not cocky about it or anything, but I'm confident at the same time, you know. Being a musician is actually pretty much fun, except for the part where you look at a loan application and see the word musician right there. Yeah! And then you're good for nothing. Anyway, I got this little song trying to help my own feelings about the fact that that's exactly what I am, is good for nothing. Yes, he's good for nothing, no. He sure does it well. Next door neighbor, six-pack of light. Him and the missus must have had a fight. He says, son, it's a natural fact. One can't stand to see a man relax. We're all good for nothing to hear them tell. Yes, we're good for nothing, no. I mean to do it well. my little brother, he make you sick. The whole world's a working. He never hit a lick. He thinks he's special. He's just a slob. Mama says he ought to have a government job. Is a good for nothing. Even mama can tell. When you're good for nothing, Lord, sometimes it pays you well. He's so good for nothing, real good for nothing, good for nothing, for nothing. I did one for my mom. My dad's not here, hasn't been here since 1982, but I'm going to do this one for him. Back when I started writing songs, he could play about 3 chords on the guitar, and he would learn as much of songs as he could learn. He would play the parts of them that he could figure out on the guitar, and when he got to the chord he didn't know, he would take his hand off and whistle. He always was asking me to write something that wasn't so complicated that maybe he could play along with me on. I never would do it back then, but I sat down trying to figure out one that maybe we could have played together. I think I got it now, maybe 16 years too late. I figured this out. But we're also basically farmers down in Mississippi. He was a school teacher / farmer, but everybody's a farmer too. And I just have this feeling that sometime a little bit further down the road, maybe we won't be quite so money oriented, and it'll be obvious again how important farming is and how noble of an endeavor it is, and how long, about as long as mankind's been up on our hind legs, we've been putting seeds in the ground and watching after them and sharing the fruits of that, and it's a pretty noble endeavor. And this song I wrote to remind myself of that, and to maybe play half of a duet with my dad that I can't be around anymore. It's called Cafe on the Corner. At the cafe down on the corner, with their lost look on his face, ain't no fields to plow, no reason to now, and he's just a little out of place. They say crime don't pay, but neither does farm these days. And the coffee is cold, and he's 50 years old, and he's got to learn to live some other way. At the cafe down on the corner, with a lost look on his face, there ain't no fields to plow, and he's bussing tables now. He's just a little out of place. And the meek shall inherit the earth, and the bank shall repossess it. And this job don't pay half what it's worth. There's a thankful man that gets it. At the cafe down on the corner, with a lost look on his face, there ain't no fields to plow, he's wishing for one down. He's just a little out of place. All these soldiers without wars, hometown boys without a home, farmers without fields, and dealers without deals, and they sit here drinking coffee all alone. At the cafe down on the corner, with their lost look on your face. There ain't no fields to plow, but they still remember how. There's just a little out of place. Got a little, just in case that y'all started worrying about me at this point about how, I support my family and everything. Occasionally, even somebody like myself accidentally writes a hit song. It's just something that comes up like a lottery ticket. Every once in a while, doesn't matter whether you're trying to or not, you're going to write one occasionally. I put a couple of these things together into a little genuine mini medley. I don't have any high notes left in my voice, but I'm going to play a couple of these things just to make sure you know that we're okay. In the last 15 years, anytime I write something that sounds like a hit, I go directly to one of my friends that already has a bus payment going, and I give it to them. That works out better for everybody.
I know what you're saying.
This first one was written here in Muscle Shoals on the night John Lennon was shot, and we pitched it to some boys that were playing down here at Mr. C's Steakhouse, and it worked out good for everybody, like I'm talking about. Mr. Donnie Lowry also a co-write on this one. Well, I saw you staring at each other. Saw your and I could tell you once were lovers. You ain't hiding nothing that I don't know. 'Cause there's no flame burning in your eyes. The tears can't drown, makeup can't disguise. Flame might not be strong, but it's been burning longer than any spark I might have started in your eyes. If I had 2 dozen roses and an old bottle of wine, if I really could have would change your mind. I brought flowers to your door last night. Done you wrong and I want to make it right. You say I'm not welcome here. I know it ought to be perfectly clear, but I can't help but wonder what it might be like. If I had 2 dozen roses and an older bottle of wine, if I really could have gone the moon, would it change your mind? And if I could cry a little harder and get a little less sleep at night, if I had 2 dozen roses, would it change your mind? That was a Mr. Robert Byrne co-write right there, and Marty Raven and Shenandoah singing that for us. That's fine. Self-made man, girl, don't you believe it's true? I know exactly how lucky I am when I'm getting this close to you. It's high time some praise, those that got me where I am today. Got to thank Mama for the cooking, Daddy for the working, and the devil for the trouble that I get into. I got to give credit where credit is due. I thank the bank for the money, thank God for you. Cut by Sawyer Brown here in Muscle Shoals, Alabama, at Muscle Shoals Sound Studio. And Mr. Roger Hawkins guesting with us for the Sawyer Boys. Mama for the cooking, Daddy for the whooping, and the devil for the trouble that I get into. I got to give credit where credit is due. I thank the bank for the money, thank God for you. Mama for the teaching, Daddy for the preaching, the devil for the trouble that I get into. I got to give credit where credit is due. I thank the bank for the money, thank God for you. I thank the bank for the money, thank God for you. All right. Sawyer Brown guys there helping us out. All right, I want to thank you folks for coming out this evening. I want to thank Jerry and Mickey and Eddie. It's always nice to come home. I've got this I don't have a great deal of voice left, but I'm going to take a whack at this one thing down at the bottom end of this guitar. This is about taking pride in what you do for a living. It's something that I decided, actually I was digging a ditch along beside of Highway 25 in North Mississippi. I was not a natural born ditch digger. At this point in time, I realize it's easier to take pride in what you do for a living because I have a job that I like. I do what I'd be doing anyway. But back then, I was digging a ditch, and I noticed that as much as I disliked digging that ditch, that the days that I did my best work seemed to pass a little bit quicker. Just a tiny little benefit you got from that. And I know that 90% of the world has a job that sucks. And it's a little more of a trick to take pride in a job that sucks. But let me stand here and tell you this evening that if you do your best at a job that sucks, it is the shortest path toward a job that sucks less. I'm told that I will never make it as a motivational speaker. I put this song on an album of mine to remind myself of this revelation that I had fallen upon. And my family and 80 or 90 of my friends all bought that album, and they all got the message that I wrote into that song. One of those people was Mr. Jimmy Buffett, one of those friends, and he cut this song on an album of his, and about 750,000 of his friends and family bought that album. And they all got the message that we intended in this song. But am I happy? Am I satisfied? No, not until Garth Brooks and the Backstreet Boys and Mariah Carey all do sort of a big We Are the World send-up of this song. I'm not going to be content. I'm going to go around the world one fizz at a time and play this song until people can't stand it anymore, because by golly, it is my job. In the middle of the late last night, I was sitting on a curb. I didn't know what about, but I was feeling quite disturbed. The street sweeper came whistling by, he was bouncing every step. It seemed strange how good he felt, so I asked him, why do this way. He said it's my job to be cleaning up this mess, and that's enough reason to go for me. It's my job to be better than the best, and that makes the day for me. I got an uncle that owns a bank. He's a self-made millionaire. He never had anyone to thank, never had no one to care. They always seem kind of sad to me, and I asked him why that was, and he told me it's because in my contract there's this clause that says it's my job to be worried half to death, and that's the thing people respect in me. It's my job, but without it I'd be less than what I expect from me. I've been lazy most all my life, writing songs and sleeping late. And any manual labor I've done is purely by mistake. The street sweepers can smile and I've got no right to feel upset, but sometimes I still forget till the lights go on and the stage is set and the song gets on, and you feel I swear it's my job to be different than the rest, and that's enough reason to go for me. It's my job to be better than the best, and that's a tough break from Mac. It's my job to be cleaning up this mess, and that's enough reason to go for me. It's my job to be better